Hey, what's up, gamers? Mystic. I have to admit that it's been a little while since I've done one of these, and I'm kind of looking forward to doing it. I am in Caramel today to do the Lemonheads guide, show you where all these Zeke Quest Lemonheads are at. In addition to that, because I'm really going to have some fun with this, I'm going to see to it that you have some fun with this as well as getting some useful information. This video is going to be a crowns giveaway video, but I'm going to do it a little bit differently than I have in the past. This time we're going to have a crowns treasure hunt. I'm going to go and show you where all these Lemonheads are at, but some of these Lemonheads are going to have themselves a little crown symbol by them. That's how this contest is going to work. You're going to watch this video, find the Lemonheads with me, and at the end, you're going to keep note of how many crown symbols you saw by the Lemonheads. You're going to tell me in the comments section of this video that you want to enter the contest for the crowns giveaway, but you are not in the comments going to say how many crown symbols you saw by the Lemonheads. That way, when we choose a winner for the drawing, I'll ask you, how many crowns did you see? You will provide me with the answer of the number of crown symbols that we found on our journey during this video, and bam-o, you win the prize. Alright, does that sound like fun? I thought that sounded like a fun way to do this video. So I'm going to go ahead now and get started and do this. The first Lemonhead is here in Caramel City proper. It is, if you come in the spiral door, which is right over here, and I'm going to run these two because I don't really want to switch back and forth between mount and not mounted. Okay, if you come in the spiral door, bam-o, just like that, and you go through the little tunnel, you go to the left. I'm not just going to tell you where these are at. I'm going to actually show you in walking speed, because sometimes on the map it's hard to tell. You come around the corner here, and you go down here to the Rock County Mountain boat landing, or trolley landing as it were. And the first Lemonhead is sitting right here by the bench, waiting for a trolley of his own. Who'd have thought? Lemonhead number 1 is right here. Let's go ahead and go up now to Lemonhead number 2, and that is going to be at the Von Trapp Estate. You know something? Silly me. I got a little bit ahead of myself. I suppose that as part of this video, I should actually listen to what Zeke has to say about where these Lemonheads are at. I found them all in the course of doing the live stream for 4 characters for the area of Caramel, and I really never thought about actually talking to Zeke to do the quest line. So silly me, while we're headed to the Von Trapp Estate to pick up a second Lemonhead, I just as well stop and talk to Zeke here real quick. Zeke, what you got to say, brother? What you got to say?
Excuse me there, listen. I'm still acclimating to these mountain allergies. Which brings me to my point.
It sounds kind of like this Zeke is a different Zeke than it used to be. It really does. He's close, but it sounds different for some reason.
I hear tell Caramel is home to fascinating little enigmas called Lemonheads. Famed for being sweet on the inside, but horribly bitter outside. Sounds like every writer I ever met.
Okay then.
But seriously, I'd love to learn about them, but now I'm feared they'll upset my allergies more. Now citrus gets me worse than mountain pollen, you understand? Could you keep an eye out for the Lemonheads and let me know what you observed?
Somewhat it seems like they're taking a stab at the writers, but okay. Alright, now that we got that little bit of politics out of the way, let's go ahead and get to the Von Trapp Estate Lemonhead. You come up the long stairs here to the trolley, which thankfully is here at all times. Alright, come off the trolley. I like how the Von Trapps have their own trolley service, boy. Talk about having some money. Whew. Then again, if they had some money, why would they have like their one house on this cold, freezing plain up here? There's not a lot up here to work with. Alright, the Lemonhead is over here behind the house. Just go right past the house. Ignore the quest line totally if you're still doing the quest line. And come to the edge of the cliff here, looking out over the abyss. The Lemonhead is right here. All right? All right. Did you catch that? Now, on to Lemonhead number 3. We are headed there now. Next up is the Rock Candy Mountains Lemonhead. Being as we're pretty much in a straight walking line from the Von Trapp Estate Lemonhead, I'm just going to go ahead and walk it over now through the tunnel here and go directly to it. And I'll give you a pop-up map just like I did before on the side of the screen so you can see where it's at on the map. You go this way and you avoid the candied rams if you can. Not too bad. No, they're not too bad. They stay in a pretty small path. Go down the hill here past the very jolly gnomes. Yeah, something like that. That was sarcasm. You know it was. All right. Along the cliffside here. And it's down here behind these crystals. It is right here. Alrighty. On to the next one, which was going to be the Gumdrop Forest. But it's going to take me a minute to actually get there. So I'll bring this back in whenever I get to the Gumdrop Forest. Alright, the Gumdrop Forest Lemonhead is actually towards the back of the Gumdrop Forest. When you come through the doorway from Caramel City, and you go this way and head towards the sandy beach area, or maybe it's muggy dirt area, however you want to call it. Hang out along the side here so the marshmallows don't munch you. Up this way, around the corner. I know, walking. Sometimes I think I should have snapped on the mount, but that's alright. And he is up here by the rocks, hanging out, overlooking the whole scene. Right here. And on the map, right there. So basically between the evergreen trees and the round bushy trees. Alright. Off we go. On to the next one. Alright. From the Gumdrop Forest Lemonhead, we're going to come through the Gumdrop Forest. I didn't want to walk you all the way back through it again. So I just got myself to the Sweetsburg entrance and brought this video back on. So you're going to go to Sweetsburg next for the next Lemonhead. Loading through. As soon as you come through the gate, you're going to break this way. To the left. And it is over here in the tree, below the tree here, in amongst the flowers. This one's a little bit harder to see if you don't know where it's at because it kind of blends in with the flowers. It is right here. And on the map, it should be, let's see. On the map, it's right here. Below this purple tree. Okay, on to the next one, which is Nibbleheim, the Nibbleheim Lemonhead. Alright, after the Sweetsburg Lemonhead, the next one on our list is the Nibbleheim Lemonhead. Now, there are 11 of these in all to get, and we're only about a third of the way through. The simplest way to get to Nibbleheim, especially if you've already done the quest line, is to come back down to where the first Lemonhead was at, here in Caramel City. Then, instead of going to that Lemonhead, break to the left, and go through this little thingamabobber called the Nanovator, which is like a teleporter. Click on it, and click on Nibbleheim. That's the easiest way to find and get to Nibbleheim. Alright, so once you come through the Nanovator, it'll leave you with like this little section of tracks and a bunch of dingy looking houses. Come right out of the Nanovator, just right on out of it, and go this way. Come around the big chocolate chunk rock here, and the Lemonhead is right here in this little niche. Let me show you on the map where this is at. Right there on the map. Alright, that is the Nibbleheim Lemonhead. The next one's going to be right up here close in the Nibbleheim Mine, so we'll just go right up to that now. Alright, you come through the entrance to the Nibbleheim Mines, it's right behind us, and immediately go over towards your right. And it is right here, almost just barely inside the entrance, but near this rock right here, hiding behind this little rock. I'm not... You know what? I'll show a map location for it. Here it is. But you don't really get to see it on the map, so we are basically just right here inside this. It's not showing me on the map where it's at, but it's right here at this rock. You see where my cursor is at on the top left corner here. That's where it's at. Alright, let's go ahead and go on to the next one. For the next one, which is going to be the Gutenstadt Lemonhead, you're going to come back out of the Nibbleheim mines, walk across Nibbleheim, the mines are back behind me that way, to this little trolley cart tracks area here, which is actually the teleport way to the next area, which is, again, Gutenstadt. You go through Gutenstadt here, and as soon as you get through the little teleport or the load screen, what have you. Yep, I went to the wrong side of it. It's right here. Yeah. Apparently I'm too fat to get through that area. You'll come around this way, and it's behind the tanks here. I knew where it was at. I just didn't know you couldn't walk between the tanks. It didn't make any sense, but you can't. Alright, anyhow. You break through into Gutenstadt, turn immediately to your right and come to these tall, I guess, water tanks or treacle tanks or whatever they are, to this spot. On the map, it is here. Right where my glowing green little doodad is at, and these orange scummy looking tanks. I guess that isn't water, is it? Unless it's very rusty water. Alright, on to the next one. Okay, for the next one, you're going to be leaving Gutenstadt for the Black Licorice Forest. You're going to go to the Gutenstadt Black Licorice Gate, which is this one. Walk through it. You can also use the Nanovator for this, but it doesn't really save any steps, so you just well pretty much keep going on the straight path and not worry about teleporting. You come through this way. You pass the witch's tree here, and you go down past the chocolate mousse here, sticking close to the wall, unless of course you like random fights. Da 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 da. They put all these, like, I swear, well, not all of them, but a lot of them work way past the exit gate or entrance gate, so you got to do a little bit of walking before this happens. You come all the way up here until you get to Sugar Plum Sherry's little shack. Hey, Sugar Plum Sherry, how you doing? How you doing? There she is. And you come around here because the Lemonhead is hiding back here behind her counter, right there in that spot. And Sugar Plum Sherry on the map is right here. See my little green glowy arrow. Okay, there we go. On to the next one. For the next one, you're going to take the west exit out of the Black Licorice Forest, which is, I'll just tell you right there. Alright? To the Candy Corn Farm. That is our next Lemonhead location. You're going to walk, when you come in, you're going to walk all the way towards the back to where the silos are at. Da, 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 da. Okay, I feel like I should be providing some like mood music or something here in the middle. These walks are so long sometimes. Alright, coming around. And you can already see him in between the rock and the silo there. He is right here. He's somewhat hiding behind the rock, but really not, because you can see him from pretty much every angle as you're coming around the building. He is right here. Alright, now we're going to go back the way we came to the Gobblerton Lemonhead. Alright, the Gobblerton Lemonhead is this way. You pop off the bridge, going through the lake there, what have you else. And it's going to be up towards, surprise, surprise, the back of the town. With a little bit of walking involved to get there. Come around the curve here, unless you like gobbler fights, which pretty much none of us really do. And it's going to be up here behind this house, the last house on the right. Well, before you get to the broken one. Come around here, and it's behind the wall here. He's just hanging out back here for whatever reason. All right, there is the Gobblerton one. This is the last one that you need to find. So yes, we have made it through this entirely. Let's pop back to Caramel City and hand it in. Alright, and then you'll port back here to Zeke to turn all this in. One of the notes I want to make before we actually talk to Zeke for the final thing is, These lemon heads are annoyingly non-interactive. You want to make doubly sure you pretty much have to lick the lemon head. If you don't hear that sound that says you completed the quest and the little sign that says go complete, just keep running over that lemon head. Make sure you get it, because it's annoying to miss one that you actually looked at, but it didn't give you credit for it, and have to figure out which one it is and go back all over the whole countryside. Yes, this is from personal experience, I'll tell you that. During the making of this video, I missed one. One of those ones that we came close to, apparently I wasn't close enough or didn't touch it or whatever, and I didn't hear and see the little golden complete scene, so it screwed up the whole program, and I had to go back over and look for it and see which one it was. Make sure you get that little completion signal and that little sign before you move on to the next one, all right? Just save you a little bit more time than it took me. All right, let's go ahead and turn this in, Zeke. By the way, just to make sure that we cover this, there are 11 lemon heads. During the course of this video, I put the crown symbol next to a certain number of them. Find out how many it was. Make sure you have that answer, because if you're the contest winner, the drawing winner, I'll be asking you how many it was. And you need to know to actually complete the win. All right? Just a little side note before we actually turn this into Zeke. All right, Zeke, what do you got to say?
Hey there, Wiz. How Lemonhead hunt go? You found that many?
More howdy!
Certainly appreciate the help, friend.
Oh, I love how he talks.
I tell you, it's getting old that if I should fall, no matter where I might be in this great big old spiral, I won't be alone. You are a true pal.
I hate to tell you, but... Ooh. I hate to tell you, but if somebody kicks that cane out from underneath him, he might fall just right here. Get a little shaky, ain't he, Nizzo? Alright. That is the training point, and that is the badge, and that is the end of this video. How many... Oops. That's just what I need, a big old hamster butt right in the middle of my frame. There we go. That is the end of the video. How many crown symbols did you see? Keep it in mind. Comment on the video that you want to enter this contest, but keep that number to yourself until I ask you. Alright? That's going to be it, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, share, yell my name to the heavens. Name your firstborn son or daughter. Scale works good for either one. Sounds good to me. And yes, if you do that, you're going to have a child who grows up fighting in school. You're going to have that. So please, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. That's going to cover it for now, though. So, until next time, whatever else you do, always love the game. Peace. Hey, what's up, gamers? Skelomystic. I have just logged on. Apparently, I've come back just in time because Great-Granddaddy Squidward, also known as the Old One, has just told me to go to the Arcanum. I have